It's 10 trivia questions on the movie Superbad with my friend and Patreon subscriber, Joe Jermolowicz. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out this show, which is all about pop culture. Speaking of pop culture, I'm doing a big Disney trivia night. It's a ticketed event at a cool distillery in Redlands, California this Saturday night. Tickets are available at the top of my website, triviawithbuds.com. We got about 40 sold. Place holds about maybe 80 or so I'd say we're about half sold out. People always try and get them at the door, so I still think it will be a sellout. But if you're looking for tickets, go to triviawithbuds.com and come play some Disney-themed trivia with me. I grabbed a used copy of a Disney Seen It DVD board game, and it was missing some parts, but it did have all the question cards, so I will be using some of these questions at the event on Saturday. I won't read any of the ones that I'm going to use, but I will just give you some questions from this game in this little intro if you like Disney. What Disney character is the shaman of the Pride Lands, knows martial arts, and is a close friend of Mufasa? Who would that be? Think about it for a second. Come on, guys. Everybody knows Rafiki. That is your Disney quiz question. Here's another one. Which classic Disney heroine sings In a World of My Own? Who sings a song called In a World of My Own? And the answer there is Alice from Walt Disney's Alice in Wonderland. Alice from Alice in Wonderland. And what Disney villainess transforms herself into a human named Vanessa? Well, that's a good question. What Disney villainess are we talking about there? That would be Ursula from Disney's The Little Mermaid. So questions just like that will be happening this Saturday night. If you like Disney, I would love to see you and share a nice little sip of bourbon with you at J. Riley Distillery in Redlands, California. Tickets at the top of triviawithbuds.com. Today's episode is a fun one, guys. It is all about the show, the movie, rather, Superbad. And Superbad is a movie that came out 10 years ago, 12 years ago, something like that. And it's my friend Joe Jermolowicz's favorite movie because he kicks ass on this quiz. So play along with 10 questions that I ask him on Superbad. Enjoy our conversation, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Here we go. Sitting here on a phone call with my friend Joe Jermolowicz. What's up, Joe?
Nothing much. How about you?
Oh, nothing much. Just enjoying the end of the summer here. You have a 708 area code. You must live in the Chicagoland area. Is that right?
I grew up in the Chicagoland area. I live in Milwaukee.
Yeah, Milwaukee, another nice little area from the Midwest to go check out. Did a lot of stand-up in the Milwaukee area when I lived in the Midwest. So I'm always up there. You ever go to any comedy clubs around there?
What's that?
You ever go to any comedy clubs around Milwaukee?
The Comedy Sports Club.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Very cool. And what do you do for a living?
Right now I'm a clinical laboratory scientist, so I run all the blood tests in a lab. But I just got a new job, actually, and I started in the beginning of September. I'm going to be a field service engineer, so I'll be fixing all the instruments in the lab.
Hell yeah, dude. Man, that is some very technical stuff. I'm talking to a scientist right now. I meet people sometimes. They're like, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, you just saw it. I'm a bingo host. And they're like, oh, I work at JPL, Jet Propulsion Laboratory. I'm like, oh, okay, great. So glad to have you on the show. How did you come across my podcast?
A couple of years ago, I was listening to a Pod Quiz, and he recommended it.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, the UK show with James. Great show. If you like my show and you're listening right now, go check out Pod Quiz with James in the UK. It's been coming out every week for 13 years or something insane. And it's great if you just straight up trivia questions with a fun host. So very cool, man. I'm glad to have you on board. And do you have a favorite episode or topic of the show of mine that you've listened to recently?
Recently, it was Finish the Song quote.
Finish the song quote. So I gave a little bit of a song and you had to finish them up?
Yeah, me and my girlfriend were listening to it on a road trip on the way home. So you'd read it, then we pause, and we discuss it for a couple minutes, hit play, and see if we got it.
Ah, very, very cool. Love it. That's what people tell me they do a lot. They listen to the show on a road trip and kind of play along with somebody else. So glad you enjoy the show in that capacity. Today, we're going to be doing 10 questions on Superbad, which is a very fun movie from 2007. Tell me a little bit about why you picked Superbad as a topic for today.
I think it's the best comedy of all time. And also, me and my best friend, we don't even talk. We just quote Superbad back to each other all day. So
that sounds like a solid relationship.
Pretty confident that I know the movie.
There you go. Very cool. All right. How many do you think you're going to get out of 10?
7.
7 out of 10. Nice 70%. That's awesome. Let's see how many you can get. We're going to jump into question 1 right now. Here's question 1 for Superbad trivia. What kind of container do Seth and Evan store their booze in during the movie?
They're laundry detergent containers.
That's right. It would be a laundry detergent container. You nailed it. Have you ever done anything that crazy? Like in high school, did you ever stoop to any of the methods that they did in this movie?
No, we used to put it in water bottles.
Water bottles. That's classic. That's pretty good. Did you ever see? I've seen that you can buy like different, little contraptions like for the beach where it's like suntan lotion, but you can put booze in it. It's like a secret suntan lotion bottle. Have you ever seen those?
I've seen those, but another good reason about living in Milwaukee, we have open containers.
Ooh.
Just has to be in a can.
I'm going to move right now. That sounds great. Here's question number 2. The cast of what TV show claims they took the phrase DTF from the movie Superbad? Number 2, the cast of what TV show claims they took the phrase DTF from Superbad?
That would be the Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore. That's right. Seth Rogen posted a bunch of trivia, like random like facts about the movie and how it was made and stuff on, I think it was the 10th anniversary of the movie a couple years ago. And one of the things was that he said the cast of Jersey Shore said they took that phrase from his movie, which is pretty sweet because that became a big part of the lexicon in the world of pop culture. Here's number 3. What Saturday Night Live actor plays one of the cops in Superbad?
That'd be Bill Hader. He plays Officer Michaels.
Dang, he's got the name of the officer ready to go. Joe, you really do know this movie. You're 3 for 3. The answer was Bill Hader. Question number 4. What dessert is the class learning to make in home ec when Seth pairs up with Jules?
It's tiramisu.
Tiramisu, which is, I've eaten it a million times, but do you know what it is? What is tiramisu?
I know it's an Italian cake, and I think it has coffee flavoring in it.
I think you're right about that. Very good stuff. You're 4 for 4. Here's number 5. For McLovin's fake ID, does it say his profession is a helicopter pilot, a novelist, or an organ donor?
Organ donor.
It is organ donor. There it is, number 5. I don't really remember that part of the movie, but is there a part on his ID where you get to list your profession? Because my ID does not have my profession on it in California.
I didn't know it was his profession, but I know when he's at the liquor store and the cops take his ID, they turn it around and then they start laughing and they're like, "You're an organ donor." And my wife made me be an organ donor, and then Seth Rogen's character is giving him crap about it.
That's right. Very good. Number 5. Here's number 6. According to Evan, who does he say McLovin looks like when he has a vest on? Number 6. According to Evan, who does McLovin look like when he has a vest on?
Goes, take off that vest. You look like Aladdin.
Yeah, that is exactly what he says. Aladdin. Did you see the new Aladdin with Will Smith?
I have not seen it. I'm one of the 4 people who still has Movie Pass, and our Movie Pass is down right now.
Oh my God! There's no way you're still using it. Does it work?
Until July 4th, when they decided to do routine maintenance during the busiest part of the blockbuster season. It worked.
That sounds like a classic Movie Pass scheme right there. They're like, let's just do some maintenance. That sounds great.
Yeah.
I saw the AMC one is pretty sweet. My friend Casey uses it all the time, and you get to see 3 movies a week, and it's like, I think it's only $20-something bucks.
Yeah. See, the thing is, most of the theaters around here are Marcus.
I gotcha.
And they don't have a subscription yet.
Gotcha. All right. Number 7, true or false? McLovin fires a gun in the movie. Is that true or false?
That's true.
It is true. Do you remember when he fires the most?
It's after they torch the car, saying a homeless guy stole it. They light it on fire, and he shoots it. He turns the gun and starts shooting.
Perfect. Number 7. Number 8, what martial arts legend is on Jonah Hill's shirt in a party scene in the movie?
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee is correct. You are killing this quiz. Number 9, what do the cops throw at their own cop car?
What do the cops throw at their own cop car?
Yeah.
I would say beer bottles.
Kind of. I was looking for Molotov cocktail. When they torch the car,
okay.
They throw the Molotov cocktail. Isn't that right? I didn't make that up, right?
Yeah, no, that's right.
All right. And number 10, what do Evan and Becca buy together at the end of the movie?
They buy comforters because she threw up on one and he needs one for college.
Nice job, dude. I'm going to give you 100%, even though because they do technically throw a bottle, which you said, in the form of a Molotov cocktail. So I think you got a 10 for 10, definitely a 9 for 10, which is better than the 7 you thought you'd get. I should have made these a little bit harder for you. I tried to make them pretty general, but nice job, Joe. What is another topic that you think you'd kick butt on?
I would be really good at the Fast and the Furious franchise, Star Wars, the MCU, the Nick Cage action trilogy, and probably Back to the Future.
Very cool, dude. We'll have to have you on again very soon. Is there anything you want to plug before you get out of here?
Not really.
Awesome. All right, Joe from Milwaukee, thanks for being a part of the show today, man.
Thanks for having me.
There it was, a fun chat with Joe and a bunch of great questions on Superbad. I hope you had fun playing along with those, and maybe it made you want to go watch that movie again. I could have sworn I posted that episode like a month ago, and then Joe goes, hey, are you ever going to post the Superbad episode we recorded? And I was like, oh crap, I got to do that. So thank you, Joe, for being on the show, and thank you for your patronage over at patreon.com/trivia with buds. If you want to be on an episode of the show in the future, that is a tier. I think it's the $15 tier, $20 tier. I forget where it's at. But go to patreon.com/trivia with buds and see all the different cool stuff you can get every single month. I'm getting ready to record this special video. There's a video tier that only goes to people at that tier coming up very soon. And that's going to be a fun little video quiz with me just asking questions on a unique topic. So get ready for that. We also have a DVD club and a sticker club and all kinds of cool stuff. So go check out all the things you can get for supporting the show every month. It's time for the question of the day, brought to you by Funky Monkey Designs of San Dimas, California. Check them out for all your printing needs, fmdesignsinc.com, linked in the show notes. If you click the full episode description, you can go right to their website. It's about Seth Rogen, and I want to know, Seth Rogen played what color-named superhero? Had a color in his name. What was that superhero's name? Seth Rogen played him. Who was it? Tweet me your answer at RyanBuds or email ryanbuds@gmail.com to be eligible for a prize. Yesterday's question of the day answer was 4. I was 4 years old at the start of 1990 because I was born in 85 and my birthday's in November. So if you listen to the show, you may have somehow known that, and you would know that I was 4. And that was the answer to yesterday's question of the day question for our 90s quiz. Your trivia team name of the day for today is Seth Rogaine instead of Seth Rogen. So you could use that next time you go and play some trivia. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.